It's taken 35 years to reach the limit of our solar system. Now Voyager 1 is about to go one further. The NASA spacecraft is set to become the first human ambassador to cross into interstellar space.
To explain just what that means, we're joined by Dr. Charley Lineweaver from the ANU's Planetary Science Institute. Charley, great to see you this morning.
Good morning, Melbourne.
Now, is Voyager 1 about to go to infinity and beyond?
Oh, infinity is a little bit of an exaggeration, but let me show you the scale of the solar system. And you may not have known that the solar system had a boundary. For example, here's the sun, and here's where the Earth is, about 1 centimeter away. There's Mars, there's Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. And this Voyager spacecraft is about, beyond the end of my arm here. So it's about 122 centimeters, while this is just Earth and the sun is 1 centimeter. So it's just about to leave the harbor of our solar system. And the reason why it's a harbor is because the sun has a magnetic field. And the sun is moving through space with this magnetic field at about 20 kilometers a second. And we're all protected from the high energy cosmic rays. Just like, you know, we're in the atmosphere of the Earth, and that atmosphere and the Earth's magnetic field protects us from the sun's solar wind. Well, the sun's solar wind is protecting us from all of the collective stellar winds from all the billions of stars outside.
Well, what lies beyond the solar system? What protection does Voyager 1 have once it leaves, as you say, this safe harbour?
Well, the waves will be bigger, just like you leave any harbor. The cosmic rays will be more intense. The density will be different. Mostly it's an object of curiosity. We would like to know what has the sun done for us, and how big is the influence of the sun, and what's the effect of what is the real interstellar medium like. We've never had a spacecraft go into the interstellar medium and leave that harbor. So that's why it's a voyage of exploration. That's one of the reasons why it's called Voyager. It's also a great ambassador because, like all good ambassadors, it has a gift for the possible aliens out there. It has a record, a gold-plated record, that Carl Sagan and Frank Drake put together with Bach and Johnny B. Goode and pygmy wedding songs and pictures of supermarkets and planes, and just a representative of the Earth. And in 10,000 years, if some alien civilization finds it, there's a record player that can turn it on and listen to us.
So these aliens are in for something of a treat if they come across Voyager 1.
I don't know if they'll be able to figure out the instructions.
They might. You never know. You never know. Well, nobody really knows what's out there. Now, Voyager 1, of course, was launched way back in 1977, and it's already done tremendous scientific work, hasn't it, Charley, in terms of documenting other planets as it's headed out towards the outer reaches of the solar system?
Yes, the Voyager 1 and 2 were the Magellans of the solar system. They really did the grand tour, the first ones to circumnavigate the solar system, if you like. My favorite product from the Voyager 1 is that Carl Sagan got NASA, the bureaucrats at NASA, to turn around the sensitive cameras and point at Earth. And that was no mean feat because, well, it was difficult because the cameras are so sensitive that pointing towards the Earth is almost like pointing towards the sun, and that would have blown out the cameras. But they did it very carefully, and now we have a picture of what Carl Sagan has called the pale blue dot. And no picture has ever been taken from further away of the Earth, and it really is a tiny, tiny, tiny dot, and that's where we're living right now.
Now, while we're up in space, so to speak, Charley, what's the latest with the Mars rover? We haven't heard from that for a while.
Right. Well, the Mars rover has been on the surface of Mars for about a month now, and it's very chilly there. Average temperature about minus 50 Celsius, so even colder than Canberra. And right now it's taken about a 100-meter tour. It's on its voyage to a 400-meter point, 400 meters away. And the interesting thing, if you go online, you'll see, I don't know if the first time you got a digital camera, you kind of say, oh, look at this. And you took a picture of yourself here, pictures. Well, that's what it's doing. It has this nice arm, and at the end of an arm, it's got a camera, and it's taking pictures of itself. Oh, look at over here, look at over here, look at over, and pictures of the wheels and things. And if you go online, you'll see very beautiful high-definition images of the Mars rover and where it is right now.
Fascinating stuff. Charley Lineweaver, as always, it's terrific to speak to you. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.